I was so really heartbroken. I don't think I've ever said that word on the floor of the House. Heartbroken to see the taint that was placed on this valuable appropriations bill from on high. I'm sorry that you cannot have a full Homeland Security bill, that's for sure. We knew that was possible. The Speaker says in January we will vote on a full Homeland Security bill. I hope that that is the case. But the taint I refer to is what the President described in his letter today as a rider that would amend the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act and weaken a critical component of financial system reform aimed at reducing taxpayer risk. So when people are talking to you about what's in the bill and this or that, I'm going to say to you what you are putting your name next to if you choose to vote for this bill. It was September 2008. Things were happening in the financial services industry. I call the Secretary of the Treasury and I say, how can we be helpful? What is going on? And he said, it's terrible. And I said to the chairman of the Fed, Mr. Bernanke, who was there, Mr. Bernanke, what do you think about what the Secretary said? And he said, if we do not act immediately, we will not have an economy by Monday. We will not have an economy by Monday. By the policies that were in place at that time, we were taken to a place where we wouldn't have an economy. No commercial paper, no economy by Monday. And here we are, 2014, going down the same path. So here we are in the House being blackmailed to vote for an appropriations bill. I'm not asking anybody to vote one way or another. I'm just telling you why I would not put the name of my constituents in my district next to a bill that does, as the President says, weaken a critical component of financial system reform aimed at reducing taxpayer risk. So here we are today. This should be a day where we say, isn't it too bad we can't do more for the American people, but in the interest of bipartisanship, we have put together a bill on the Appropriations Committee that helps meet the needs of the American people. Wouldn't that have been just fine? Except popping out of the wilderness come two things. One, this provision that, as I described, that the President described, and then another one, to make matters worse, a bill that lifts political contributions to such a height that it's really unimaginable as to why those who put this in there thought that that was a good idea. This is a moral hazard. We're being asked to vote for a moral hazard. Why is this in an appropriations bill? Because it was the price to pay to get an appropriations bill. This is a ransom. This is blackmail. You don't get a bill unless Wall Street gets its taxpayer coverage. So it's really so sad. It's back to the same old Republican formula. Privatize the gain, nationalize the risk. You succeed, it's in your pocket. You fail, the taxpayer pays the bill. It's just not right.